So today we're going to talk about 4 things about the LCP. The good, the bad, the liked, the disliked. I am Biosword CFO, but don't worry, CFO not doing well Split 1 isn't a big issue because the good news is we have good new teams. So the new teams that are good, Team Secret Whales, I mean they're the champions, they leveled up, they did really well in the BO5 portion, they did really well in the BO3 portion. I'm glad their mid-jungle duo, his to Dire, have leveled up, been more consistent, because last year they were rookies, they're inconsistent, they had a lot of issues. You know, they have games where they're really good, where they might be like, you know, top of the class, but then they have games where you're just like, I don't know what these guys are up to. These guys are just trolling. But this year, I think they did a lot better. Even though they lost Taki, BA, the new support that came in from tier 2, has leveled up, has brought in more consistency for the team. People are saying he's like a leader, shot caller kind of figure, so I'm glad he's here. Eddie, same as always, I think he's consistently good, but the big surprise was Pun, the top laner. I mean, I think he's been consistently really good. Like last year, they were swapping in with Hero 02 and Pun. They weren't sure what they wanted, what they were doing, but now it's just only Pun because, yeah, Pun is good. Another good thing, DCG promoted from Tier 2, Deep Cross Gaming. They're a new team. In the LCP, in the context of PCS, obviously they've been around for a while, but in the LCP, they came up from Tier 2, promotion relegation. That shows to be, you know, some sort of a success. They have a new talent in the top laner, Florin, Hung still, even though he's played in the past, he hasn't played recently. Glad he's come back and shown himself. I just think, you know, it just shows that the PCS talent is good, and I'm really happy for it. There was a lot of new talent entering the league this year. You know, we have BA coming in. I mean, all DCG didn't play last year. Ground Zero picking up some new players. That's really nice. And yeah, there's hope in the league. I'm really happy with all the good stuff. Now onto the bad. I mean, the DFM, they're still bad. They suck. They changed their top laner from Ray Farke to Momo, who's a rookie. He never played tier 1 in his life. He basically ran down almost every single game. It was pretty hard to watch. But I do still think that he was a talented player in LJL, the tier 2 Japan League. And if he can level up and improve, I think DFM will be a much solid team. In order for LGL and DFM in general to do well, they really need to develop more rookies. I've been co-streaming a lot of the LGLs, so we've been trying to scout who is a Japanese player that's also good. And there have been a lot of new names. Like, they show the ages of the players, and we're always surprised. Like, wait, that guy's 16? That guy's 17? 18? Like, I don't know the last time I saw like an 18-year-old enter the LGL, for example. It's always been like, you know, rewatch veterans, someone that's been hard stuck tier 2 for like 3 years, so like 21, 22, finally getting a chance at tier 1. Like, that kind of level of player has always been joining, but now we might actually see younger players that have only played, you know, maybe 1 year tier 2, but are shown to be good enough that they can just be promoted. Another bad thing is, like, a little bit biased, but popular teams like YAM and CFO, they kind of sucked. They didn't really make it far. They got both 5th and 6th. It hurts the overall viewership where you don't have your most popular teams playing deep into playoffs. That kind of sucked, but that's more of a viewership kind of thing. Overall, if you don't care about, you know, popular teams, then who cares, right? They just suck. You just need to get good. So yeah, CF on GAM, step up your game, and that will be one less bad thing going on to Split 2. What I liked, I really liked the fact that we have no BO1s. BO1s are completely gone. We had all BO3s during the regular split. It was single round robin. BO3s, good. You know, I understand about scheduling, so, and format, money, broadcast time, all of that costs money. I understand. So for me, this is an okay compromise. Single elimination or single round robin, BO3, fine. Playoffs, all BO5s. Last year we had BO3s in the first 2 rounds, which was kind of weird. For example, in the past, like, you know, CFO would qualify off a BO3 win for like MSI, because if you go to the finals, it was like, oh yeah, until finals, basically it's like almost all BO3s, or elimination matches are all BO5s. Now it's all BO5s from start to finish. I like that. I'm happy with it. No problem. I think it was a good change. The only thing I would want is maybe you would change it so everything from playoffs was double elimination instead of just the second round onward. That would be a nice change. So instead of only top 4, it'd be top 6 was all double elimination. That's something I would like to see change, but hopefully they can find some way to do that. Another thing I liked was SoftBank and Ground Zero are now good. I mean, Evie, the SoftBank's top laner, like, it's no secret, 2025, he was pretty terrible. He was one of the worst top laners in the league. I just thought he was kind of washed. He was just running it down, losing almost every lane matchup. He basically just like, I was like, okay, he's only here because of his name. Like, there's no way he's good. Then this year, you know, he started off slow, but he started leveling up every game. Like, wait a minute, is Evie actually good? And I was actually surprised because I'm like, oh my god, Emmy's back in form. Like, they have a strong top laner, and with Arya now in the mid lane, they have strong solo laners. That's really rare for an LGL team to have, like a Japanese team. So I was really surprised. I was really happy that SoftBank was able to find some way to like get their players together, have good communication and good plan to play the game. I think their macro was solid. I think the way they played was solid, and that's why they were able to get third place. Ground Zero didn't exist. They just exist now. Got a bunch of players from the PCS. They're good. They got a top 4. I think that's really good for their first split. I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy that new names are showing up. You know, Shun in the past, PCS champion, is now back. He's able to showcase himself. We have Ejong coming back from the LPL. You know, Husha coming in. You know, previously he was on Chiefs in tier 2. You know, Jimmy was on Chiefs. Now he's back. He's struggling a little bit, but hey, I think he's showcased a lot of improvement. So I'm really happy that we are getting a lot of players that weren't able to find chances of success coming back, being in success. The main thing I did dislike was the fact that, you know, playoffs wasn't all double elimination. That was the only thing I really disliked. I think, for example, maybe another thing I disliked was how Vikings MVK was running the team. You know, they had SOFM come back. He only played a few games. They were rotating players a lot. You know, they had 2 mid laners, 2 junglers. It was very confusing. For example, when they would do well, you'd see a really crazy pick like, you know, Tarek support, Lily support. We even saw like Nautilus jungle at one point. These are all picks that I think are really creative, really fun. But the moment they lose on a creative pick, it seems like, okay, that creative pick didn't work, so now we have to go back to standard. And that was kind of disappointing to see. I wish they would keep experimenting, keep using their crazy draft flexibility in order to win more. And, you know, showcase, instead of just playing like, you know, normal, which they're not good at, I wish they would play their unique picks, unique styles. I thought the Nilly support was really smart and really cool. I really like Tarek's support in general, so I thought it was good to showcase how strong he was. It was never picked after that. It's really confusing, really depressing to see, because I do wish that, you know, they were able to showcase a little bit more, because they missed playoffs because of some, you know, mismanagement, some miscommunication within the org, and that was really sad to see, because I really thought they would be, you know, a top 6 team competing for that title. So that's what I thought was good, bad, you know, what I liked and disliked. Overall, the LCP Split 1 I thought was really good, really fun. I co-streamed all the games, I was watching it with friends, and I thought it was a really entertaining split. Even though my team CFO didn't do well, I still thought overall all the matches were exciting. I thought the storylines were really cool, and I think next split will be even better.